Hey, good morning. It is Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, and we're going to try and solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle. It's constructed by Sarah Sinclair. We've seen her name before, so that doesn't tell us anything. I don't even know why I bothered mentioning that, but yeah, not a new constructor. So we're on a 60-day streak. That's pretty sweet, and snowed a decent amount here, maybe 4 or 5 inches, something like that. So that's exciting. Still winter for sure. Did a live solve yesterday, and we're just going to keep that streak going, keep that momentum alive. Not much to say. Let's just solve a puzzle. Oh, some exciting news. They're encouraging you to review the updated terms, so we got that going. Uh, Friday, so it's going to be themeless and hopefully pretty challenging. If I solve it in under 15 minutes, that's pretty quick, and if it takes more than that, then the difficulty is higher. Great summary, right? Let's go. No pro. That could be like a noob, something like that, but we'll find out. Rectitudinous. Rectitudinous. Unfamiliar with that word, so we'll move on. Sleep apnea, perhaps? Clean energy. Something Alexander, author of the fantasy series The Chronicles of Prydain. I don't know. I do know, though, that this is Alf, so there we go. Everything's fine with me. I'm all good, maybe? Something like that. Bad things to blow. Fuses. Don't blow a fuse. Wouldn't want that. Word with at or not in the. At or not in the. Moving on. Made out, but barely. Like eked out. Parcel. Is that a plot of land? What is this? Desirable and profitable as an assignment. Plum? I don't know. Don't love that. We'll find out. So it could be like meet out, though. Parcel out, meet out. BC winter hours, Eastern something time. I never can remember which is which because I'm stupid. And you'd think that someone who has decided to do this in public sort of would bother to learn that, but not me. Nice chunk of change. Is that a quarter? I'm just thinking that's the biggest chunk of change. Ren Fair, Renaissance Fair. Mickey Mantle's retired jersey. I mean, obviously, any good Seinfeld fan will know that it's 7. That was why George wanted to name his kid 7. But it also means the quarter's wrong. So, classic Gustav Klimt painting made during his golden period. I don't know. I'm verklempt. Completely fluid. Al, or is it AI? Al Roker is what I'm thinking, but nose ring, huh? Guys were way ahead of their time. Snellen chart. Is it like elements? Google platform for website monetization. I don't know. I should just stick with my acrosses. Develop emotions for. Develop emotions for. I don't know. Ragtime role for which Audra McDonald won a Tony. Never seen Ragtime. Body of Jewish law. This is looking like it could be a tough one for me today. Classic ska song with the lyric, "Let's get together and feel all right." I'm I mean, so Let's Get Together and Feel Alright is Bob Marley singing Three Little Birds, right? Um, so I don't know. Is that based on a classic ska song? Could be. Affaire de coeur. So that's a affair of the heart. Is that like a tryst, maybe? I don't know. Something less lecithin. Jeez. Amazon is an example of an e-business or a big river. Football stadium cry is Olay. Got that one. Thank goodness they gave us a layup. Romances, like woos liquidity, in a way. I mean, freeze or set. Peak performance is your A game. Illicit. Bewitched. Like under a spell, in a spell. Skimbleshanks. What? Second commandment subject. Shalt doing things. Second commandment subject. I don't. Neighbors. People put down stakes for them. Is that like aunties, maybe? People put down stakes for them. Singer who wrote the Oscar-nominated song May It Be for the Fellowship of the Ring. I have no idea. Title that translates to the highest principle. Is that Lama? Dalai Lama? 550, not a great first pass, but we've come back from worse. Nimble is probably agile. Unrealistic claim on the packaging of a kid's craft. Unrealistic claim on the packaging of a kid's craft. Is this like anti, no pro? As of yet, to date, I'm going to say this is anti. Unrealistic claim. Like no something. Promising words, I do's, right? It's fitting on Valentine's Day. I hope you've made sure to do something wonderful for the Valentine in your life. My Valentine is far away in New York, so oh well. Renaissance painter, something Van Eyck. Pressed, like urged. See, that's urged. Like a sultry eyeshadow look, smoky. Accepts defeat. Takes the L. I'm gonna say that's takes the L. Something could definitely be wrong here. Might solve a Snellen chart. Or they might involve a Snellen chart. Like if meat is wrong, then elements would fit. Google platform for website monetization. Oh, so this is good karma. Okay. What is this? Everything's fine with me. I'm doing okay. That's pretty boring. I mean, I'm glad you're doing okay, but rectitudinous, just. Let me say that's just. And Jan Van Eyck. Protein packed Purina product. At least, not in the least. Why is this on the packaging of a kid's craft? Oh, no mess. Okay, so this is like kitten chow, maybe. This is a tidy sum. I keep trying to do the downs, but I keep getting distracted. Kitten chow. Kitten chow, I'm going to say. Thanks, Captain Obvious is duh. Move slowly, inch. A little unwell. A little unwell. Something signs. Martial art whose name means sword way. Where the Ka and the Ba reunite in Egyptian mythology. Beach body. Neck. Willing to join our endeavor. Willing to join our endeavor? So funny. Like LMAO or ROTL, or wait, RO, I don't know, whatever it is. I don't know though. That's kind of you. Like, how nice or something. A little sucker. Eesh. Its national dish, matoke, is made from green bananas. Matoke. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, or 10 Things I Hate About You. Those are rom-coms. And 10 Things I Hate About You is based on The Taming of the Shrew, the Shakespeare play, which I always thought was interesting. Saoirse Ronan, right? Saoirse Ronan. She's great. She was in Lady Bird, which is one of the best movies of the last bunch of years. Setting for the films Life is Beautiful and Call Me By Your Name. Speaking of Lady Bird, that featured Timothy Chalamet, who's also in Call Me By Your Name, right? But I don't know the setting, I can't remember. One-eyed Futurama character is Lena? Yeah. Played by Katie Sagal from Married with Children. One sporting a sporan. Is that a sumo? I'm going to say that's a sumo. I need some help down in the lower portion of this grid. Someone Carson Levine, author of Ella Enchanted. Is that like Gale? I don't know. Alf and his family are ETs, extraterrestrials. Group using biometric cameras. Is that like the NSA or something? TSA? Okay, something Alexander. So, I'm going to have some trouble with that section. Classic Gustav Klimt painting made during his golden period. It's going to be something, It's going to be something, duh. The something. Completely fluid. Un. Vital signs, maybe? Vital signs? Completely fluid. In cash? Those would be the most fluid assets, I suppose. I can't decide if this is Al or AI. Develop emotions for. Catch the. Catch feelings? Is it catch feelings? Maybe. Ragtime role for which Audra McDonald won a Tony. I just have I couldn't name a ragtime role at all. Oh, this is The Afterlife. That makes sense. I was thinking like Pyramid, but, you know. Beach body. Is that the sea? This is the Talmud, I think, right? Talmud? LMAO. I think it's the Talmud, and I think that I spelled it right. This must be medium something. Oh, medium rare. Oh, a little unwell. Huh. Cute. Classic ska song with the lyric, "Let's get together and feel all right. One love." Is that just not Three Little Birds? Maybe I don't know. Um, it's funny, like, for how much Bob Marley we all have listened to. I can't say I really know the catalog all that well. Affair of the Heart is Amour. Something Lecithin. Amazon Warrior. There we go. Football Stadium Cry. Goal. This must be Uganda. Lose liquidity, in a way. Soccer. Vacuum. Lose liquidity, maybe clot. Illicit. Bewitched. In a trance. There we go. Skimbleshanks, the Railway Cat Poet. I don't know. Second Commandment, subject. This must be Italy, right? Maybe this is TSA? Enya, yeah. Second Commandment, subject. I also don't know if this is an I. Oh, false idol. And it was Leela. That could have been a snag. People put down stakes for them. I don't know. Man, both of these corners are going to be a doozy. They might involve a Snellen chart. Eye tests. There we go. This must be Lloyd Alexander. And AdSense. This feels like The Kiss and Kendo. Al dente, not AI dente. Neck is Canoodle. A lot of good Valentine's fill in this one. Willing to join our endeavor? Are you in? Something's wrong there. Sumo must be wrong. What do we have here? That's kind of you. How are so soy? So sweet? Deuce? Elliot? Pence. 61-day streak, 1748. Pretty much right on par with what we did yesterday for our video solve, pardon me. A little bit on the long side. I'm going to say that was slightly harder than a typical Friday, and definitely gave me some moments of, not panic, but like unsuredness. A couple tough names. Lloyd Alexander, I don't know anything about him. Sarah, I've never seen Ragtime. I don't know who Audra McDonald is, and I don't know much about Sarah, whom she plays. Yeah, anyways, not too bad. That was like just difficult enough to give me some pause, but not too brutal. Let's have a look, see what we liked. No Pro is anti. I don't. It's not a fun, exciting, quirky answer for 1A. I always like when 1A sets the tone for the puzzle, and I'm sort of anti this one. Rectitudinous is just, sure. Sleep apnea. Good karma is clean energy. I like that one. Clean energy is a common phrase that we hear, and good karma is a good wordplay misdirection answer to it. Lloyd Alexander, sure. I'm doing okay. That's pretty boring, and in general, it's pretty hard to have a 3-word answer that's not pretty boring. Blow a fuse, at least not in the least, eked out, meet out. Eastern Standard Time, tidy sum is a nice chunk of change. I don't know why I thought quarter, but sometimes I'm wrong. Ren Fair 7, lucky number 7. Mickey Mantle, like, it's just funny how much that episode of Seinfeld has impacted my like understanding of Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle predates me. I never watched him play, obviously, and I don't know. We'll always think of George Costanza. Classic Klimt painting is The Kiss. I was right that it is the something. In cash, completely fluid. Al dente. Catch feelings. Sarah from Ragtime. All right. Talmud. To be honest, I think that the reason I know this one is from an old episode of Law and Order, where the temple gets. No, it's from. I know the Talmud because of Rounders, the poker movie with Matt Damon. That's why. And his sort of mentor makes a reference to it and tells him a story that changes his whole life. So there you go, Talmud. Rewatch that movie. It's excellent. One Love. Yup. Amor, soy, lecithin, I don't know. Amazon Warrior, goal is the football stadium cry. Woos, clot, A game. Educes to elicit, in a trance. That's T.S. Eliot, false, idol. Put down stakes for tense, sure. Enya, llama, agile, no mess. Unrealistic claim. Yeah, everything with a kid is a mess, it turns out. Doesn't really matter what the packaging says. To date, as yet, I do's Jan van Eyck, urged, smoky, takes the L. I like that one. In general, I'd say there's not a lot of fun current stuff. This is a pretty straightforward puzzle with a fair amount of trivia. Alf is a titled TV character. Plum assignment. Oh, nose ring. I was like, no ring? What is that? Nose ring was a social status symbol, sure. Eye tests. A Snellen chart, of course. AdSense, why not? Kitten chow. Yep. Duh. Inch. Medium rare is a little unwell. I don't love that. If it was like medium well is a little unwell, right? Medium rare is pretty far from well. So it's just this one doesn't really connect very well for me. And the expression a little unwell isn't, it's not like this one where good or clean energy is something we hear frequently. We don't often hear a little unwell. Not a fan. Vital signs, kendo means the sword way. Afterlife is where the ka and ba reunite, of course. Beach body is the sea. I like that one. Beach body. Canoodle is to neck. Are you in? This makes me think of Back to the Future and Flea, who plays Marty McFly's boss. Are you in or are you out? Are you some kind of chicken? LMAO, so sweet. Little Sucker is a back. Uganda, My buddy Cartal spent a bunch of time in Uganda for like a semester abroad, or more than that. Like he taught in Uganda for like a year, and his Uganda stories are just absolutely hilarious. Makes me really curious about Uganda. Rom-com, that's short for romantic comedy, in case you've been living under a rock. Ronan, so had that misspelled initially. I spelled it like Ronin, like the Japanese warrior, and like the film starring Robert De Niro. Great movie, good heist movie with some excellent car chase scenes. Italy, of course, is the setting for those films. Leela, not Lena. I should have known that, but I haven't watched Futurama in a long time. One sporting a sporran is a Scottish person, I guess. Gail Carson Levine, author. Never heard of that person or that story. Ella Enchanted must be a Frozen. Is that Frozen? No, that's Elsa. So I don't know anything about this. Or is Ella? Is that like Cinderella? Maybe. I don't know. ETs, TSA, and we're done. So we solved this one. Oh, it's snowing pretty hard. We solved this one in 1748, so maybe like a 6 or 7 out of 10, probably a 7 out of 10 difficulty. I didn't love the solve. It was a little bit herky jerky, and just never found a good rhythm to it. And there was more trivia and more names than I would care for, but overall not too bad. Pretty average enjoyability, I suppose. The most important thing is we got the gold. We've got a 61-day streak, so that's just fantastic. It's nearly halfway to our longest streak, so we'll just keep plugging away. And yeah, I have a late night with work tonight. Tonight is our annual Black Diamond Ball, which they conveniently planned on Valentine's Day, so everyone is thrilled about that. Kind of fortunate, actually, that my girlfriend's out of town, so yeah, get to work really late on a really cold, snowy night where I will be outdoors a bunch. But I think that there is still the possibility of me doing a live solve tomorrow morning. No promises, as usual, but I'd say there's a decent chance. In the meantime, though, just do me a favor and click the like button. That's cool and appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. It's been a while since I got a new subscriber, so I guess I've kind of hit a subscriber wall at not very many subscribers. It's always crazy to me, like when you see a YouTube channel and there's so many subscribers, and it's like, man, it is such a grind to get a person to subscribe to your channel. Even like a friend who will be like, hey, send me a link to your YouTube, and it's like, you watched the video, like you didn't hit the thing. Not that it matters. I'm not trying to monetize this. I just like knowing that you're out there. But more importantly than both of those things is please tune in again next time for another live solve of the New York Times crossword, video solve, pardon me. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope we will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.